Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. If you are new here, my name is Layla, and in this video we're going to be going over my finances from the month of March. We are just going to jump right into it, and I'm going to start with my debt. So if you're new here, the only debt I have left is my student loan debt, and that is $36,000, but I actually started the month of March with $36,239.14 of student loan debt. But this past Transfer Tuesday, which I can put that video down below, I decided I wanted to pay down actual debt so I could make it an even $36,000. So technically I do have $36,000 of student loan debt. However, what I've been doing is saving money since everything is in forbearance and at 0% interest. And I've been doing that for several weeks. And once September gets here, which is when the forbearance is supposed to end, I will decide what to do with that money. So far, I have $1,046.47 saved. So if we subtract that from my $36,000, that would technically put me at $34,953.53. So I did get under the $35,000 mark, and hopefully we can get well below $34,000 next month. Going forward, I do not plan on paying directly toward my debt anymore. That was just because I wanted to even it out. I'm cool with $36,000, and then I will obviously make the actual payments in September again, but I'll just be saving. I won't be doing that again. Of course, I do want to give an update on my goals that I set for March, my money goals. So the first one was I wanted to save at least $600 for my student loan debt, and I did achieve that, surprisingly. And this happened because of the stimulus check, because of my tax refunds, and it happened to work out. So I was able to pay off / save over $600, which is $607.09. So goal 1 achieved. Goal number 2 was to make at least $1,000 online, and I'm very excited to say I did again, which is the 3rd month in a row, which is very new to me. I made $1,521.72 from my online work / business. I will have a separate video for the breakdown of that and where that money comes from. My 3rd goal, which doesn't really matter, it's just something I keep putting out there, was to reach 5,000 subscribers on this YouTube channel. I've been close for some time, but we did not quite get there. Let me see how many subs I'm at right now. So I currently have 4,597 subscribers. We are almost there, about 400 away. So that is very exciting. I'm not obsessing over that number. It's just something I keep throwing out there until we hit it, and I am so excited that people keep on subscribing. So if you are new here, thank you so much, and if you have been here, of course, thank you so much. I truly appreciate this. I am very grateful to have started this channel. Aside from that, I don't think I have any other updates regarding my finances. The only thing which I in my last video, I believe I already said it, was that I did finally get my own car insurance, and that is all set to go. I did decide to go with Geico, and I mentioned that price in my update. But you also, if you watched my last video with my March budget, then you already know what that is. So I am excited to be on my own, and so that's a big change for the month of March and going forward. I told you guys in my March budget video that March was going to be a very high spend month, and it was actually a lot higher than even what I said, but that was because I went over budget in several areas. So fair warning, I did go over budget in things that I should not have, but it's okay. So let's go ahead and jump into my income, my spending, and just all the updates for my savings and my net worth. Okay, let's go through my income first for the month of March. So with work, that was, obviously it's always the same, so $4,937. Online / business income, I made $1,521.72. In a future video, I will break that down and share with you exactly where that money came from. Other income, including the stimulus check, was $2,772.76. Sinking funds, I pulled from my sinking funds, and one was I pulled from gifts and I pulled from personal spending, which I will show you why. And that was $142.61. So if you add this up, the total is $9,300 $374.09. Now let's run through my spending. So for taxes, I did put $1,250 toward my tax savings. I do also have to pay my quarterly estimated taxes this coming month. So this money isn't really mine that's saved, but it's there for me to pay my estimated sinking funds. I actually did 821 instead of the 600 because if you go back and watch my video, what I'm doing with the stimulus check and with my tax refund, I added a little bit more to a few of my sinking funds. So that's where that money went. And I will give a breakdown of my current sinking funds. Roth IRA, I budgeted $150, but I actually did $250. Again, from that same video, I explained that I'm putting an extra $100 to my Roth from that. Donate, I did do $50. Rent and trash is $13.81. Renter's insurance is $13.83. Wi-Fi with Google Fiber, $55. Electricity, I budgeted $70, which is usually too high, but I got close to it for this month. $64.96, so I was under budget by $504. Water and sewage, I always know the month before, so it was $37.66. Groceries, I budgeted $325, and I went over slightly, but this isn't actually too bad. So I technically didn't. So $332.92. So I went over budget by $7.92. But this was actually because I purchased a gift card at Sprouts. They had a deal to get, if you buy a $100 gift card, they were selling it for $89.99. So that's what I did. And I only spent like 66 of that. So technically I didn't go over budget, but I did buy the gift card. So yeah. But that's good. It'll roll over into next month because I still have the rest of the gift card to use. Unfortunately for food out, I budgeted $50, but I did go over budget, $73.58. Honestly, I don't know the last time I've spent so much on going out to eat. So over budget by $23.58. But there were a few times that I purchased for myself and one other person. So like for me and my sister a couple of times, and then for me and my boyfriend one of those times. So that's part of the reason, but I don't mind. Gas for my car, I budgeted $25 and I only went and got gas once, $23.31. So under budget by $1.69. Car insurance, this was one of my big expenses for March, as you guys know, and that did cost me $576.90. So I won't have to pay that for the next 6 months, but I will be saving in a sinking fund for that because obviously I'll have to pay again in 6 months. Student loan savings, my goal was $600 and I actually did $607.09, which is good. And I actually paid down some debt, which I'm not going to add a separate line item for that. I'm just going to count it as part of that. But I made my debt even. If you watch my last Transfer Tuesday video, I decided to bring my total student loan debt down to $36,000 even, so it would just make it easier to calculate things. But I just included it in that. But I did reach my goal, which is very exciting. Life insurance is $90. Health and beauty, I went way over, way over. So in my last video, in like my March budget video, I was saying that this is what I will be sticking to. But then like a sale popped up and I was like, whatever, I'll just buy it. Multiple things came up. I ended up having to like buy something for my health. Yeah, so I went over budget, okay? And the good thing is that then it prevents me from buying all this stuff in April. Like it wouldn't have made a difference because I was gonna buy it in April anyway. $415.77. So yeah, over budget by $234.51. Did not pay anything for our phone because we have like a rebate still. $102 for the dogs, that is accurate. For business, I did spend $702.98. That was my other really big purchase. I purchased 2 years of hosting for my blogs. Personal spending, I also went way over. So I budgeted $50 and spent $230.16. Whoa, that was a mess. That is a 6. So over budget here by $180.16. I purchased bed sheets for my bed, obviously. I bought 2 pairs of shoes, which I mentioned in my stimulus video, so I did use some of my stimulus money. I purchased sports bras, and then I went to Goodwill and bought a pair of shorts and a shirt. So that is where the personal spending came from. Now I did pull from my personal sinking fund. I think in there I only had like $74 or something like that, so that's what I pulled out. And going forward, I'm actually not going to be having a sinking fund for personal spending. So for taxes, this was to file my taxes with my CPA. It was $275. And I did end up getting, I forgot to mention this up here, for the other income, this also includes my tax refunds. I ended up getting my federal tax refund on the last day of March, but I did not use it. Like, it's just still sitting in my bank account. So I did get both of those refunds, which is nice. For gifts, I budgeted $80, but only spent $68.61. And for that, I did pull that exact amount from my sinking fund, which is good. $11.39 under budget. And then my big purchase is the program that I enrolled in, which I said I will talk about as the time goes. And that was, I didn't budget for that, obviously. That was $1,897 even. So obviously over budget by that much. This comes to $9,318.77. But if we exclude debt and savings, I actually spent $5,813.78. Now we'll go into these numbers, my debt and all that stuff. So like I said, I did make a debt payment to round this out. So I do have just my student loans left, and that's a total of $36,000. I currently have $1,046.47 saved for my student loans. So the difference between those two, $34,953.53, if I actually applied that to my student loans. As I mentioned, I saved $607. Well, part of that was a payment, but in the month of March, $607.09 was for my student loans. And so in the month of March, that is 1.7% of my total debt. And since the beginning, that is about 56% of my total debt. And from the beginning means $82,200 from June 2018. So yeah, that's how much it went down so far. My net worth, I'm pretty excited about. So last month it was about negative $17,000, and this month it's negative $13,801.44. Now this number does come from the last day of the month, and which is the highest because that's when I get paid. So now it's a little bit lower than this, but still, just the fact that I am getting so close to being under 10K, negative 10K, is very exciting, and I think I'll be reaching zero sooner than I expected. A big part of that jump was my savings, of course, and then my Roth IRA went up quite a bit. So this month it ended at $6,017.14. And then my M1 Invest account, which basically all came from referrals over the last couple of months, is $924.72, which is crazy. I only put in $100 of this, so the rest of it was referrals and growth, like just in the stock market. My credit score did go down, 759. It went down quite a bit. I think last month it was at like 780 something, and this is because I got a new credit card. And what happened was I made this purchase, the program purchase, for almost $2,000, basically on the same day that the statement processed. So obviously I didn't pay any interest. There's actually no interest on that card for a year. But because of this charge, it looks like I have I already paid it off, but on that day, it looked like I had a higher credit utilization rate, which mine was at 0 for so long that because it jumped by $2,000, it lowered it that much, which is crazy. So it should jump right back up this month, like within a few days, because the statement date will pass again, and then it'll again be at a 0% utilization rate. So not worried about it. Let me fill in what I have saved here. So for my taxes, these are my sinking funds, all with Marcus by Goldman Sachs, $3,673.81. This money is not mine technically because I got to pay taxes in April, so that'll be gone very soon. Emergency fund, I'm pretty excited about, $4,476.95. Gifts, I have $332.54. Medical and dental, $351.76. For my car maintenance, $436.06. Travel, $321.37. Personal, 19 cents. So like I said, I'm gonna be getting rid of that one. I'm not putting more to that. FinCon savings, I have $375.55. And then for saving for a new phone, $71 even is in there. I'm pretty excited about this because between everything here in my sinking funds and my M1 spend account, which has the $1,046 for my student loans, I have over $7,000 saved. That's actually excluding my taxes. So I don't count my savings. I don't count my taxes in my savings because that money's not really mine. But my actual savings is over 7,000 cash, which is nice. A very, very high spend month, and obviously went over budget in several areas. It happens. It's fine because I still reached my goal. I am still doing okay, and I know that the month of April, just Q2 in general, it's gonna be a lot stronger, and I'm pretty excited with how Q1 turned out. So that wraps up everything for March. That wraps everything up for the month of March. I will be making a video on a Q1 update, basically just a Q1 summary, so I can share everything that has happened over the last 3 months in one video. And of course, be on the lookout for my April budget, and I will see you in those videos.